Welcome to Mechanical Tutorials. I'm going to teach you different techniques in SolidWorks for mechanical engineers. Hi, today I'm going to explain about sheet metal features. So the features which are going to use frequently in industries. So before starting sheet metal module, so we have to see whether this sheet metal tab is available or not. If it is not available, we have to simply right click and check this option. Let's start now. So sheet metal component starts with the base flange. So we cannot create any features without this base flange. I am selecting top plane, go to sketch, and create one base. Say 150. So this is 80. So go to sheet metal tab and click base flange. So there are two options in base flange. One is base flange, other is tab. Tab I am going to explain later. So just click on the icon. So here, see the sheet metal thickness default value is 2 mm. So we can change any value approximately up to 6 mm. So this is, and K factor. We can select K factor and bend direction, bend allowances here. So K factor I am keeping it as 0.4, and here this relief tier, these options when you select, when we create any flanges, so automatically it takes that option. Usually tier option is preferred, so I am keeping tier option. Say OK. So once this created, we can see two features here. One is base flange and this is the properties. For example, if I go to edit, I can see 2 mm radius and 2 mm thickness and 0.4. This shows that whenever we create any flanges, it automatically takes these values. So it reflects on all the upcoming features. Unlike solid modeling, we see additional sheet metal feature. Next, this is base flange. Now I am going to show you edge flange. See, when I select this edge flange, it is showing all the parameters. See, in edge flange we can select different options. So if I want exactly the mentioned length in the base flange, shows here. It's exactly. So there are multiple options. I can give offset also. And from here I can edit the flange profile. So for example, I am selecting the edge flange once again. So I can edit this sketch. Best practice is keep as it is, click here on the sketch, go and edit the sketch, because in real practice we measure from this edge to this edge. We cannot imagine this length, so we have to always give the distance from here to here. So say 18. exit the sketch. So this is the edge flange, and there are other methods to create the flanges. One is meter flange. So for meter flange we need a sketch before creating. So select this face, go to sketch and keep it normal. See, this sketch is done. Now go to meter flange and select this edge. So the sketch and edge has been selected. So this is how we are, but we rarely use this profile whenever we want. Suppose I want to add one more flange over here, so I can add in a single sketch. So this is how I can make any arc shape or straight or inclined, so I can create it with any profile. This is the advantage of meter flange. Suppose if I want to create for other edges also, so I can create here. See, one more thing, there is a gap between these two flanges. So when I unsuppress flat pattern, so this looks like this. So there is a cutout. So why I am showing this is I will show you the difference between the meter flange and the swept flange. So I will suppress this. So for swept flange also we have to create sketch profile. So this is the profile I have created. Now go to swept flange. So select this profile. I will suppress this. See here, there is a continuity in this profile. So for when we create with meter flange, we have to use bending operations, but when we create swept flange, we have to go for forming operation. So that is the difference. So there is a forming operation over here. So when I flatten this, see there is a continuity, whereas in meter flange, see there is a cutout. So that is the difference. So we have to understand the design requirements and manufacturing process. So hem features. So for creating hem, we have to select any edge and we have to mention distance. See, this is a creation. Say okay. So this is how we can create different hems. I am going to show other kind of hems also, other options of hem. See, this is, I will give 20. See, this is how it is going to create. So based on our requirement, we can create the hems. So this is the hem feature. So whenever we design or create any feature, we have to understand the manufacturing technology and which machine we are going to use for our features. So next is sketch bend. So before creating sketch bend, we have to create sketch. Say okay. So I want to create in this direction. So go to sheet metal and sketch bend. So here which one I need to keep flatten and which one I need to, so the selected one will be flat and other one will be bending. See, this is bending. So if I want to keep other side as a flat and I want to bend this one, so I have to select like this. So this is the sketch bend. Sketch bend we rarely use in real time. Next I have to show the tab feature also. Suppose I have created the base flange, but still I need some features to be as a flat. I cannot create once again the base feature, so I have to create one tab over here. So go to sketch, keep it normal, take center point arc, so go to sheet metal, select the sketch and say okay. So it's automatically creating this feature. So that is the tab feature. Jog also we need to have one sketch for that. So go to sketch, create one sketch over here. select the job. So fixed, here also we need to select the fixed face. So this is how it is going to create. I can change the length, I can increase as per my requirement. But job feature, it's very difficult to control the dimensions. So mostly as a designer we will be using edge flanges for creating these kind of features. So we use the job option unless it's required. So this is the job feature. And all other advanced features I am going to explain independently. So I am explaining the feature which we use regularly in industry. So this is the brake corners. Here I can select either as a chamfer or fillet. See, this is how we have to create. So now I can increase this radius. Either I can select the face, or if I want to few edges, suppose I can select this edge independently. So this is how we can create. See, this is a flange. So here this is the set. So you can click any face. And we can select any edge and any vertex. So you can see the gusset, and we can control the dimensions here. So distance I can control, and other dimensions also I can control over here. Thickness, radius, width, so everything. So this is the gusset feature. See here in sheet metal we have simple cut features. Like in solid modeling we have cut options. Same way we have cut extrude option. Then we can select and we can create any cutout profile. So I can link to thickness, so I say up to next, and here I can have a special feature like normal cut. So this sheet will be exactly normal to the face. So this is preferable in sheet metal. So here also simple hole feature is there, like in solid modeling, like hole wizard. Simple hole is advantage in sheet metal. So simply we can click on the face and we can place this hole, and we can control the dimension. See here. And one more thing is that this hole we can straight away link to the thickness. So whenever thickness increases, automatically the hole depth also increases. See, it is a, so this is how it generates. Now we can edit the sketch, like the position of the hole, and we can modify the diameter. So when I'm going to explain in detail in a later video. Next is unfold. Suppose, actually, if best practice is that whenever we create any cutouts or any hole features, we have to first create unfold. Select this face and collect the bends. So say OK. So now we have to create so that we can position our cutouts and hole features. It's easy for us to locate these features. So unfold is always mandatory whenever we create any cutouts. Don't create in folded form like this. So when we unfold it, we have to fold once again when we proceed for other features. So select fold, so we have to create like this. This is the flat pattern. So immediately we can check whenever we create any features, we have to check whether it's working or not. Suppose if it is not taking flat pattern, that means we have to modify our design. So this is a flat pattern. Swept plunge I have already explained. So rip and other special features I am going to explain in future video. Thank you very much.